The goal of our Code of Character, Conduct, and Support is to ensure that all students remain safe and that our schools remain engaging and caring environments.
So that every student will be academically successful.
Everyone in our school should feel safe so they can focus on learning.
That means everyone within the school community must know the expectations, follow the rules, and offer respect.
We must guide and encourage our students to make good decisions and model behavior that we want to cultivate.
The Schenectady Code of Character, Conduct, and Support is a guide to good citizenship and positive behavior.
In Schenectady, we believe that discipline should always be about teaching
And learning.
We should expect our schools to promote a positive school climate and culture.
where we teach social and emotional skills.
and work on building positive relationships.
In Schenectady, we take a proactive role in nurturing pro-social behavior by providing a range of positive behavioral supports and opportunities for social emotional learning.
In our schools, we practice trauma sensitivity.
And instead of asking what's wrong with you,
We should ask what happened.
So the root cause of behavior can be identified.
When a behavior incident happens, the goal should be to address it immediately and to keep things calm and as small as possible.
Responses to behaviors are designed to prevent minor behavior issues from becoming major incidents.
Students should always have the opportunity to tell their side of the story and reflect on what happened.
Parents should also have an opportunity to work with the school to figure out why something happened and what we can do to work together to make it better.
Parents should always receive a report of what happened and how the school responded.
We should expect our principals, teachers, and all school staff to respond to behavior issues respectfully.
Fairly and consistently.
It's important to figure out why the behavior happened, help kids understand how their actions impact others.
and how we can repair the harm that was caused.
Interventions and consequences should be restorative in nature.
including counseling, classroom circles, behavior coaching, anger management, and other therapeutic strategies.
It is important that our schools create safe spaces for kids.
Like restorative circles or mediation.
Our goal is to keep kids in class. Suspension is always our last resort.
Being suspended increases a student's risk for dropping out of school.
In fact, a single ninth grade suspension doubles the risk that a student will drop out of high school.
In our Code of Conduct, behaviors and responses are divided into 5 levels, with Level 1 being a minor incident and Level 5 being the most serious. Level 1 and 2 behaviors include absences, tardiness, and leaving school without permission.
Schools should respond with in-school consequences and supports such as parent conference, restorative practice, or referral to the school-based support team.
Level 3 and 4 behaviors are more serious in nature and include fighting or vandalism.
When these things happen, a restorative approach is important.
And the students should be held accountable.
And helping them understand the impact of their actions and working to change the behavior.
If a student puts others at risk and other interventions have not worked, the student may be suspended.
Again, this should always be a last resort.
And level 5 behaviors are the most serious disruptions.
These include gang activity, violent behavior, and weapon use.
If a student is suspended, it should always be part of a larger strategy to learn from mistakes.
The diversion process is an alternative pathway that a student and parent can choose.
Among the interventions is behavior therapy, anger replacement therapy, restorative practices, substance abuse evaluation and treatment, strengthening families, and family therapy.
Suspension from school is a severe penalty.
Which may only be used when the student is violent or when behavior endangers the safety or mental welfare of others.
When the superintendent or a principal decide to suspend a student for 5 days or less, that parent must be notified in writing prior to the suspension.
Parents have the right to request an immediate and informal conference with the principal.
Parents can appeal the decision by writing an appeal to the superintendent within 5 days.
The superintendent will issue a written decision within 10 days of receiving the appeal.
In order for a student to be suspended for more than 5 days, a superintendent's hearing must be held.
And the student can bring counsel to the hearing.
The student has a right to question any witness and can bring other evidence.
The superintendent will make the final decision.
An appeal of the superintendent's decision can be made.
Before a student who is suspended returns to class, restorative interventions must be in place to address the behavior that resulted in that suspension.
Abeyance conditions are something assigned to students who receive long-term suspensions.
Completion of abeyance allows a student to come back to school from suspension sooner.
Examples of interventions include peer mediation, fire prevention, mentoring, functional behavioral assessment, behavior intervention plans, and Check and Connect.
The Schenectady City School District is committed to ensuring that all students are treated with equity
and have access to supports that will help them be successful.
And that race,
economics,
and disability
are never predictors of student achievement.
The Code of Conduct is available on our district website.